time at McDonald's, you can bring home special Stone Age souvenirs or uniquely chiseled bedrock mugs.
These will look great with my bone china.
They're made of the latest Stone Age material.
A little boy named Presley found a secret out this year that he was once a pharaoh when Egyptians ruled the world, and now he was also a big scare.
Super Toy Run, a game-grabbing, toy-snagging rampage through a KB Toy Works store. Nickelodeon created it, and only Nickelodeon's got it.
Hey, do not insult this animal's autonomy. She can decide who her papa is. What's it gonna be, girl, huh? Original recipe or Van Milder here? Ah, that's funny. I can gently tap the fourth wall, too. The proposal. What the fuck was that? Bitch, you think that's what I do? Both of you, shut up.
News alert. Someone is stealing Gotham City's power supply. Danger of citywide blackout.
When you want a Diet Coke,
Hello and welcome to the poll list. How's everyone doing tonight? Hope you're having a good week so far. Yes, we're going to be talking some casting news. There was some news today. I don't know if you guys saw it. We're also going to be recapping what happened at LA Comic-Con. I know I didn't get to stream last Friday. That's my bad. I was too busy trying to get footage. Green Lantern, that's it. We're gonna talk about it. The Green Lanterns, all of them, and also some speculation on Star Sapphire as well. There's some speculation on Star Sapphire, but we're gonna get into it. How you guys doing? How's your weeks going? You excited? Yeah, he was in that Rebel Ridge. He was in Rebel Ridge. It was good. You know, wish it was an American. I wish it was an American. I do. But casting have mostly been on the gaming news. Well, let's talk about it, partner. So, we have casted Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan. And it's going to be played by Aaron Pierre. Now, if you haven't seen him, you're probably blinded by the white screen, but this is him. He is in the last movie he was in was Rebel Ridge, which was, I thought it was pretty good, man. But he is British, so that's one negative. It's one negative. He's gonna be playing Jon Stewart, and then Kyle Chandler is gonna be playing Hal Jordan. Let me see if I can find a picture. Let me see if I can find a picture of him. So this is Kyle Chandler. He's going to be playing Hal Jordan. He's going to be Hal Jordan. Have they casted a new Sinestro yet? No, they haven't. Mando! Mando! They hate you, Mando. How are you, Mando? Not mad at it. Not mad at it. So I think they're going for a older Guy Gardner, Hal Jordan, and I think they're doing a younger Jon Stewart. Jude Law should be Sinestro. Jude Law is he's in too many things, dude. They already had a perfect Sinestro with Mark Strong, right? He looks middle-aged. Yeah, that's true. Because the hairline? You think it's because the hairline? The Hal Jordan casting. Oh, yeah. He definitely looks older. That's what I'm saying. He looks middle-aged. He looks, you know, he's got a little bit of gray in there for a Hal Jordan. And I think the Jon Stewart casting, he's a lot younger. So I don't know if they're going to have an older Guy Gardner. Because Guy Gardner, I think, is Nathan Fillion already. So it's Nathan Fillion, and then as Guy Gardner, and then him as Hal Jordan, and then Aaron Pierre as Jon Stewart. The wrinkles mostly, yeah. That guy playing older Hal Jordan used to be on a show. Yeah, Magical Newspaper. It was, I remember I watched that a lot growing up. Where was he? He was in Friday Night Lights that kind of brought him back into the spotlight. It was, I remember what it was. It was like, man. I remember it. It's going to be in here somewhere. Catch-22? He was in Catch-22? No, not that. 90s show, because it's gonna kill me. Early Edition, that's it. Early Edition. Yeah, he got a newspaper, a magical newspaper that told him the future. I didn't know he had a tabby cat. Look at that chunky tabby cat. Wow, look at him. Woof. Hey, it's the 90s, right? Early Edition. That was it. How you guys liking the casting, though? Evening Edition, you were close. You were very close. I was thinking something way different, honestly. You're way closer than me. The wrinkles, I can see the wrinkles. I kind of want to see where they're going with it. You know, is it going to be, like I said, is it going to be these two are kind of training the new Jon Stewart, that kind of thing, and that's Aaron Pierre, who is British. So, he was good. He was good in Rebel Ridge. I dug it. I had a good time with it, for what it was. Not mad at it. And then the other speculatory nation, is that Kelly MacDonald might be playing Star Sapphire. Which, to me, if this is true, now again, it comes from My Time to Shine Hello. Take that for a grain of salt, whatever you want. If she is in here as Star Sapphire, Carol Ferris, I think that's kind of cool. The last time I saw her, wasn't she one of the ghosts in Harry Potter? And then she was in Boardwalk Empire. I just remember her saying, Mr. Schroeder, Mr. Schroeder, the Irish accent all the time. So she'll have to cover that up. And again, come on, is she American? Is she British and she's playing an American Carol Ferris? Come on, guys. She is set to play the town's sheriff and Hal Jordan's love interest. It's uncertain if the role is an original character or Carol Ferris. Guy Gardner Green Lantern is in the new Superman movie. That's true, he is. Yeah, we caught Nathan Fillion on set in the new Superman movie. Also, Mr. Terrific and Hawkgirl are in it too. So it's gonna be a trip, to say the least. Yeah, there's Aaron Pierre. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. star Claire shares first glimpse of Quake's new what? When is... Oh, this is 2018. I'm like, what? They're bringing back her? Season 6 look. Did you guys like her as Quake? I have purple in my hair. I'm edgy. Yeah, that's old news. These castings are a bit ugh. Yeah. If you don't like Kelly MacDonald, you don't like the Kelly MacDonald there. You want to see Chloe Bennett back, Brett? I can't remember when I stopped watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I think when... Oh, I'm trying to think when. Like season 3? You don't like her as Star Sapphire? You don't like her as Carol Ferris? Too old? It makes sense. Like, if she's matching up with what's his name for Hal Jordan, it kind of matches up age-wise, I'd say. It's not bad. I always want to see. Me too. She dated Logan Paul though for a while. I thought, weren't they supposed to get married? Are they now? All of this goes into like, how are they going to be building this DCU? That's what makes me most curious, because they're throwing a bunch of stuff at us in the first movie. They're throwing the Corporation of Mr. Terrific in there. They're throwing in the Hall of Justice is already going to be there. So like, what is the story? That's what I want to know. What is the freaking story? We got Lex Luthor. You know, is he going to be the antagonist? Something else? Logan Paul is conventionally attractive. What? And Nice still couldn't hold down a baddie because he sucks? Yeah, he sucks. 100% true. What, you don't like Lunchleys? What's they called? What are they called with the Prime drink? Now, don't get me wrong, Prime is tasty, but they are getting, I think, pulled off of shelves because of their stuff. Oh, he's rich. Yeah. I saw Chloe Bennett at San Diego Comic-Con a couple years back, and it was when she was dating Logan Paul, and I was gonna yell at her like, Logan Paul, really? I just saw a video of Tim Allen saying he wants to make a Galaxy Quest 2. I would too. But what's the story there too? And you can't do it without Rickman, man. You can't do that without Alan Rickman. Do you guys think Galaxy Quest 2 without Alan Rickman, dude? What is it like? They do the story where he passed or something and they have to get back together to spread his ashes? I don't know. That's messed up. That's messed up. Could be why they came back. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, also, we got terrible news. Terrible news. The show on Netflix called Chaos got canceled after a single season. Onwards. The Ghostbusters revival? I actually still have not seen those movies. I have not seen those movies at all. I can see that being the story. Typical Netflix business. Yeah. I don't even know what that show was, dude. I just wanted to show off that I have a cricket noise now. I don't know if you guys could hear it or not. We'll see. He said they were going to do it for sure, but Alan Rickman passed away, but he still wants to do it. He said the villain aliens from the first movie are supposed to return somehow. They can make anything happen, dude. Sci-fi, they can make a wormhole, that kind of thing. They can kind of spoof the Star Trek reboot movies with Jar Jar Abrams. They can spoof those. That'd be kind of funny to kind of make a spoof off of those movie spoofs. So instead of it spoofing a TV show, kind of like what they did, they can go after a movie made of the TV show, but like different actors. And then what if the new cast of the Galaxy Quest team kind of is brought along with them on this thing? I don't know. I'm making it up. Look at that. Boom. Making it up. That way there's conflict with these new blood people and stuff. I'm also going to wait for One Piece Season 2. Hell yeah. I'm excited for that. I'm a little nervous. With Season 2 since Season 1 was done so faithfully and so well. I mean, I guess I can't say faithfully. I think I never read the books, but I've heard it was faithfully done. But it had heart. It had soul. That was actually one of my first reviews that I did was One Piece, the show. So I'd be very glad to do a second season review. I'd be very happy to do that. Both the anime and the TV show. Yeah. I need to get on the anime, dude. I don't know if I'm ever going to get to it. It's been so much. There's so much content. I got comic books behind me that aren't read still. It's a couple weeks back. We may do a Saturday coffee and comic stream. I'm thinking about it. Definitely thinking about it. That was fun last time. Netflix is not consistent, though. They tend to ruin a good thing. They do. They do. And especially the company that they're working with on this one, which is the same company that made, I think, Cowboy Bebop. the live action remake, that kind of thing. Or yeah. So I know the creator is very close with the creation of this show, and he has final say. I'm pretty sure that's what the rules are. So if that's still the rules, then he can kind of watch over it, make sure everything's good to go, that kind of stuff. Did you guys hear? Same company, not the same talent. Exactly. So it's the same like production company, and they hire the creative. So good point there, Brett. Good point. The Acolyte star Jodie Turner-Smith puts Disney on blast for failing to defend cast from R-word backlash. I think they are learning their lesson about a multi-billion-dollar company, to say the least. She's right. She's right. Yeah, they haven't posted anything. Been reading Masters of the Universe comic series about Hordrock and his apprentice Keldor, who becomes the infamous Skeletor. So it's a prequel. That sounds kind of legit. Is that new or old? Is that new or old? Brett, you're right, she's right. I mean, Disney never came out and said it's canceled. The cast did. The Hollywood Reporter leaked it. The cast then came out and said that it's canceled. Disney never came out and said that it's canceled. Just gonna say that. And if you expect a $1 billion business to defend you, I think you're in the wrong business. I think you're in the wrong business. I do. They don't care. I think she's learning the lesson that they don't care about you. They don't. Acolyte wasn't great. I don't want to defend it. You don't need to. I'm not defending the show. I'm not even defending the company. I'm just not shocked. How about that? This to me, this was a non-story. I'm like, nah. Yeah, no, the talent doesn't need to get personally dragged. You could critique their art. That's what critics are for. Just to critique the art. They always say something like, oh, like you could do better. Maybe we can. I don't know. Moses dealt with it. Ridley, Tran. Oh, dude, I think the best person that has ever dealt with the backlash was Iman Vellani. I thought Iman Vellani was very, very well put together after the Marvels. She's just like, yeah, it's fine. You know, people have the right to their opinion. I'm like, she's awesome. She's writing comic books. She's a great person, it sounds like. So, well done to Iman Vellani. She's got a good head on her shoulders, for sure. Boyega to an extent. Dude, Boyega got pissed off at Disney. Boyega was like, I'm done. Don't count me out. I'm not coming back. And I think they just reversed a dump truck full of money for him because he has been playing coy about Disney again. But dude, honestly, after how they treated him, I wish he would put his feet down and be like, no, I'm not working for you again. Recast me. Yeah, she took the L, not blaming the fans. Exactly. Yeah, she's just like, you know what? People are right to their opinion. I'm like, good on you. You know, very wise person, I would say, Iman Vellani. That was very wise. Boyega was going to be the main guy for the sequel trilogy. Like, yeah. We all thought that. They teased it out. I thought that story was going to be amazing. Imagine a stormtrooper stolen. It's kind of a stormtrooper, the short pitch. Stormtrooper becomes Jedi, right? But it's also a tangent based off of, remember how the Jedi took kids away from their parents? The First Order took kids away from their parents, basically enslaved them. Not saying the Jedi did that, but they kind of, brainwashed them into something, or, made them want to be this. But it's very parallel, and to him having to break out of that. I thought that would be just so freaking interesting. I thought that would be so freaking cool to see. Little did we know. And go through trials and tribulations. Like, he can express and show you what he went through in stormtrooper training since he was a child. We never saw that. We were robbed of that, bro. There is so much drama that we missed out on because of that. And that makes me mad. So much story, so much character we missed out on. You guys getting me heated. Up, yeah. That would have been awesome. Exactly. They bait and switched us. Yeah, Boyega was wasted. Dude, it hurt so bad when you saw the video of, I think it was him and his dad watching the teaser for the first time when he lights the lightsaber, ignites the lightsaber, and him and his dad are just like, you know, yeah, like, oh, so ready to go. New Star Wars. And then we got what we got. Yeah. So the next thing that I am interested in, I forgot when this is premiering. I think it's after Captain America Brave New World. Daredevil Born Again. Take this with a grain of salt again. Is said to be as problematic and scary as the world of Game of Thrones. I don't know what they can do with that. Maybe there's going to be different gangs, different families that Matt has to fight off. I think this is a lot of episodes unless they cut it back, but I'm pretty sure that this is going to be a lot of episodes that they're going to be premiering on this. I had a comic once showing two human separatists talking about Jedi, and they said Jedi were wizards that kidnap kids and grow their soldiers in jars. Looking for the lie. Looking for the lie. So right here it says, imagine if New York City was an intricate and problematic and scary as the world of Game of Thrones. All these forces vying for control, and it can be really hopeful at times and really violent at times and dark, but also there's a light at the end of the tunnel if you could just fight for it. So, if they do well with this, then they're getting me back on board. They're getting me back on the hype train, dude. They're getting me back on the hype train. If they take this seriously, you know. I'm watching Agatha. Agatha is kind of like a easy watching. It's got me entertained. It's got me my attention. I'm not on my throne. I'm not on my phone or anything like that. But it's not the best thing out in the world. It's kind of like Hokey Pokey. Hokey Pokey? I guess Hokey. I'm tired of Game of Thrones style. I mean, it could be not Game of Thrones style per se. I guess he's just talking about that there's multiple groups vying for control. So there's politics involved. There's city politics. There's gang politics. Super villain politics, maybe. Imagine a tease of like Sinister Six. I don't know if they have the rights for a Sinister Six with Wilson Fisk. That's interesting. I don't think they do have the rights for Sinister Six unless it's... Does Sony only have the rights for a movie version of Sinister Six? Can Marvel slip in Sinister Six into a TV show? That'd be kind of crazy, because they're doing Ultimate Spider-Man, the Sinister Six right now. Catholic guilt is back on the menu, boys. Hell yeah, it is. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I beat 15 people. The Skeletor comic I mentioned earlier is new. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's Masters of the Universe Revolution. That sounds pretty sick. I never was really into that. I had a bunch of Masters of the Universe villains toys growing up, but I did not know where they were from. I didn't have any videos or movies or anything like that, so I don't really have too much of an attachment. So it's brand new, so you're picking it up from your local comic shop every week? It would be cool to just to continue where it left off from season 3. I bet. I think they are continuing it from season 3 because we have Deadshot in here too. We've seen shots of Deadshot, but at the same time, they're going to be weaving in the larger MCU universe into it, since now they kind of have free-for-all. They teased it in the Netflix show. They teased the Battle of New York, but this one I think it's going to be all out in there. It's going to be there. And how does this cross over into stuff like Thunderbolts, you know? Hope She-Hulk shows up? Yeah. I still haven't watched the show, guys. I don't know if I'll ever watch the show. Unfortunately. But yeah, that's basically all the news that I wanted to talk about. Like, I'm kind of stoked for, you know, new stuff that's coming out, you guys. New stuff. I'm stoked. Masters of the Universe media I ever saw was the old Dolph. That was the first one? Oh, my Lanta. You got spoiled, my friend. You got spoiled. All right, let me grab the pull list. I need to make some maybe I should make Stinger like that. Okay, so the cat's kind of out of the bag about the first book that we're going to talk about. So, let me put it in order. What's going to be the pick of the week, guys? What's going to be the pick of the week? That's kind of an old one. Okay. Okay. All right, we got it. Oh yeah, we need to recap LA Comic-Con. That's why I still have the lanyard on. I gotta take it off. So LA Comic-Con was pretty freaking cool. It's really my first time at a convention that wasn't put on by Comic-Con International, which are the people who do San Diego Comic-Con and WonderCon in LA. So this was my first convention that wasn't put on by Comic-Con International. They were very kind to provide me with a press pass. So shout out to the organization again. Thank you so much, LA Comic-Con, for giving me a legit press badge. Very, very kind. Very cool. The experience compared to other conventions, I would liken it to a WonderCon, like a WonderCon. So it's not like San Diego Comic-Con. The big companies and stuff aren't there. There's some other companies that are. So like, there's a couple of gaming companies that were there. A lot of products companies that were there. So there was like, energy drink companies, a bunch of small vendors, bunch of booths. So I'm gonna pull up my video and we're gonna talk about it. If you haven't seen it yet, I did post very long walkthroughs of Artist Alley. Now, for here, oh shit, there are actually two different Artist Alleys. There was a South Hall and then there was a West Hall. Now, LA Convention Center is kind of split up between these two halls with a walkway in the middle, and the walkway kind of leads into other meeting rooms. Those meeting rooms were actually where the celebrities were that you could take pictures with and stuff. So I'm just gonna put this on for everybody. I've posted the official art that will be on the lanyard badges for Star Wars Celebration. Oh dude, those lanyards are sick. I wish I was going to Japan. So I mean, this was South Hall. South Hall is huge. It's a pretty big hall. Not as big as San Diego Comic-Con. I would say South Hall was probably as big as, probably as big as Anaheim Convention Center. So it is fairly, I mean, compared to San Diego, it's small, but it's not the smallest thing. Like Anaheim's smaller. They have a lot more space for Artist Alley in this one. This video, you guys, is an hour long. It is an hour long. There are so many great independent artists, and I tried my best to represent their tables as much as possible. And while you're that He-Man booth, you look cool. Which one was that? It was a He-Man booth. And they were so nice. They were waving at me with my camera. I tried to give them as much representation as possible, like show who they are, show their art, the coloration. I'd really tried to slow down as much as possible. And it is an hour of me holding the camera and the rig, so it was really testing my muscles. This guy's shirts were pretty cool. I like that purple shirt. You guys know me in purple and blue. That one had me. I didn't really buy much at the convention at all. It's before the Scooby-Doo one. Oh, my bad. We'll play it back from here. But really cool. Like, I had Detective Comics that he made into Absolute Batman right there. Pretty cool stuff. Like I said, a bunch of great artists. A bunch of smaller booths. So this one, LA Comic-Con, was full of smaller vendors. We had some other players that are in there. There was like Stranger Comics. There was, you know, a couple of other publishers that were smaller. It was kind of cool to see just a bunch of people. Just a bunch of people who loved comic books, loved nerdy stuff, and a bunch of great cosplayers. This one's really cosplay heavy. What's cool is that everyone kind of meets in one of the halls and takes pictures and hangs out with everybody. And they even start dancing. There's someone who brought in like a boom box. I saw it multiple times. They brought a boom box and everyone just started line dancing. It was pretty freaking cool. I got video of it. I need to edit my cosplay video. That's due this weekend, if not Monday. I'm going to try to get that done. I also have one more horror movie review coming out this week. Oh, not this week, maybe next week. There's a lot of stuff because I got to do Agatha tonight. Is that in the Anaheim, in the LA Rams Stadium? This was actually LA Convention Center. So Los Angeles Convention Center in downtown LA, right next to the Crypto Arena, aka Staples Center, where the Lakers play and the Kings play. So pretty cool being in the heart of LA. It's a nice venue. Dude, the parking, it wasn't that bad. The first day I went, which was Friday, I got parking right underneath the convention. It was sick. I was able to go to my car, change out lenses, change out rigs, and then come back to the convention. And since they saw my press badge and they kind of just saw me leave and come back multiple times, they're just like, yeah, come on in. The first time though, I kind of made a mistake. This one's great. X-Men Evolution. Stephen Corden. So I did make a mistake of leaving out the front. Even with my press badge, they made me go through the scanner again. But I did really get some really good footage, and I tested out my camera slow-mo. I did some other shooting and stuff. I was going to do some photography on Saturday instead of video. The chick was funny. But I decided just to do one day of video, and I'm going to get probably 4 videos out of it. So I'm going to make a video too about my experiences comparing the conventions, but it's smaller convention. It's like I said, the big company names aren't there. They do have something called the main stage, and they have 2 main stages. Gotta go. No worries, man. Hey, thank you so much for hanging out, Lewis. Drive safe, bro. Thank you, bro. Have a good night. But look at this art, man. So good. A lot of great artists. The main stage. So the main stage has like bands playing while you're walking around, which for some, the bands were like, all right. It was like whatever music. And then otherwise they would have people come out. So they actually had the Back to the Future members. They had Ewan McGregor come out. They had Rosario Dawson come out, do interviews, and you were like that close to them, you know? Very close to them. That's the coolest part about LA Comic-Con. And then otherwise, there's a lot of people waiting for photo ops, which you had to pay for. You would wait in line, and I mean, I think a lot of people were in there for a long time. They were in line for a long time. Otherwise, yeah, it reminded me of a lot of other conventions. It seemed really small. Yeah. I definitely need to try out those conventions that are like out of a normal metropolitan, I guess. That cosplayer you walked by earlier reminded me of a shoplifter I saw in Walmart. He was getting arrested for shoplifting. He was wearing a giant rat suit. Oh yeah, she was funny. I actually got a video of her and her friend. They were all rats who were something else. So she was Rat Fairy. There was also Rat Queen, and then Rat Princess. I caught up with them a little bit later and got their cosplay. So yeah, it was a good experience. Lessons for next time. I'm trying to think of what else I would do differently. I definitely, this time I got nervous. I hadn't really ever videoed cosplayers before. I do need, before next time, before I do another cosplayer video session, I need to practice with my rigs on movements, camera movements. I need to practice with the lenses and what we need. So like what kind of shots I needed. I was kind of making it up on the fly, and I started doing this round them. I want to do different shots with each of them. So like I would probably do like 4 shots with them. They're very kind. The cosplayers are so cool. They're very nice. They could kind of tell I'm nervous. And after a first couple of times, I started warming up to it too. Like at first I didn't want to ask them anything. I was very nervous. And I was holding my rig and everything. I'm just like, ah. So I walked up to the first dude, and they were just so cool. So it kind of, you know, made me a little bit more confident. And I would show them too. I would show them what I did, and they were like, oh, that's cool. So again, it raised my confidence levels, you know. So I just need to practice a little bit more. I need to practice. I need to figure out what lens to use, and you figure out what zoom to use, because I really do like zooming on their faces as I go around, and then having like a one further, and then like getting all of their costumes. So I really do need to practice with that, and yeah, be back next time and just be a little bit more confident in my abilities. So I do want the cosplayer video to come out. I want it to come out this weekend, maybe Sunday. I told someone dressing as a giant rat isn't very stealthy for a shoplifter. That's funny. Definitely not. This one was cool, the painting of the painting from Mario. I thought that was sick. So if you want to watch it, feel free. It's like I said, this one's an hour long, and then we have one that is 13 minutes long. So this is West Hall. This hall was more gaming. It was a lot darker, so you can tell it's a lot darker of a video. But this one was more so gaming related. It had a bunch of like horror stuff in here too. It was really smoky because of the stage and also the horror exhibit. So yeah, this one's a lot smaller. It's only 13 minutes. So if you want to guys check that out, see what LA Comic-Con is like. I was going to do a full walkthrough, but I don't know, I was like, whatever. Looks like cool art and memorabilia for sale there. Oh, for sure. There's actually one dude. It pains me to say he's coming up right around here. He's coming up. There's a guy who was selling t-shirts that I really wanted, dude. I really wanted his shirts. I think it's this aisle. This one was funny. He made their heads really small. I laughed at this guy. I actually had to shut the camera off right here, and I'm like, why'd you do that to him, dude? That's the fridge, isn't it? No, I don't remember his name. But I had to cut the camera right there because I was laughing so hard. I couldn't hold it. I was like shaking, laughing so hard. Let me see if I can find the video of the guy with the shirts. This one was cool. This one was cool. This art. Kurt Merlo. Look at all this old school. Look at all that. That looks really cool, huh? He had some really cool stuff. The colors, choices, very old pulp. Very cool. He had a Escape from New York shirt. Might have been this aisle. But yeah, everyone was really cool. The only time, okay, one shout out. I almost had to get in a fist fight with somebody, but they were in like a really small car. We were trying to get into parking on Saturday, and I was with my girl's mom and brother. I was driving, and we were making a left turn into the line to get into parking, right? So there was a car who was making a right turn into that line, but they were stuck on a crosswalk, right? And so, actually they were before the crosswalk. They were before the crosswalk, and the car in front of them was in the crosswalk. So by the time I came up on my left turn, it was supposed to be clear. It was supposed to be clear. But what these guys did was they went. It was a protected left turn, and they went just so they could cut in front of me. And I'm like, dude, I'm pretty sure I have the freaking right of way. So I kind of nudged and nudged and nudged, and finally he has such a small car, I just let him pass. My girl gave them both fingers, and they were like looking back at us and stuff, and I'm like, dude, do I have to get in a fight right now? Do I have to get in a fight? I better not have to. that was really the only drama. The only drama. It was 2 thumbs up. Yeah, those two fingers. Those 2 fingers. She gave the unpleasant finger ones. This is the artist of Wolverine. It was really cool. Oh, where is it? It's coming up, I swear. These guys were cool. So they were hand making and hand painting a bunch of models. And I don't know if they were 3D models or if they were molded, but the Deadpool and stuff looked great. Look at their thing. Huh? Okay. Oh my god. Traffic is crazy where I live right now. Okay. Yo, yeah. What state are you in now? I hope you're safe, dude. I think I missed it. Did I miss it? I don't remember if I missed it or not. Anyways, he had these really good Escape from New York t-shirts that I really wanted. I probably missed it. North Carolina, where the last hurricane hit. Oh, right. Stuck in a mod of nerds? Wow. Dang, who's this guy? Never heard of him. Cool. Cool. Never heard of him. So that was LA Comic-Con. I hope you guys are staying safe out there with that. Boop. I was talking to Indigo Gaming. He's in Florida and he stayed. He's supposedly north of the eye, so it's not supposed to be too bad. But his backyard's already flooded. His backyard's already flooded. Okay, poll this time. We're late, but it's okay. You guys know it. The show is made for this. How many days did you look around at Comic-Con? I did one day with the camera rig. It was basically from 1 till 8. I stayed there till 8. And it was probably like 3 hours, 4 hours of cosplay filming, of like talking to people, of hanging out. And then the whole hour of South Hall, and then a bunch of, it was maybe another hour in West Hall, but it was a full day thing. And then Saturday we hung out for like 4 hours. Yeah, it was a lot of time. I think again, I would probably, like I said, have like a list. I did a pretty good job on organizing who is who, so when I do the cosplay video, I'm going to have all their Instagram names in there. And then I'm also thinking about cutting out each of the videos portions of that cosplayer and then tagging them on Instagram. So that way they can have a video of it too. I thought that'd be nice. This is the Batman new comic. Yes, sir. Absolute Batman. Yep, brand new. This is the new universe that they're launching. The Absolute Universes. It's kind of weird because it looks a little bit thicker than the normal current line of comics. But, yep, brand new Batman, new universe. He is a chonky boy. Look at these legs. Look at chonky. So I am excited to get into this one, dude. This is $4.99. Scott Snyder, Nick Dragotta, and Frank Martin are on this book. And we've been waiting for this book since summer. Since summertime when we heard about it. We heard a little bit more about it before, like April or something, huh? But I have the all-in special to read, and then I have this to read. So I'm going to go in order of release, which is kind of why I want to do a Monday morning or a Saturday morning stream. So let me know if you guys would be down for that. Just wake up, have some coffee. Maybe I'll set up this camera as the view of reading the comic, so that way it's a better picture. I'm not sure. Or I can set up my other camera. Why didn't I do that? I can do that. So I can take that out of here and put it into this camera. I think that can work. Sounds like a good time, not gonna lie. That sounds good. Maybe we'll do that this weekend. maybe we'll do that this weekend. Keep your eyes peeled. I'll post the live, but we have a lot to read, a lot to catch up on. And I do have a lot of videos to edit, but we have a lot of videos we posted. So Absolute Batman, number 1. We did it. We survived. This one is a cover of Epitaphs from the Abyss, issue number 3. Yep, number 3. So this is actually an A cover. I got the B cover 2 weeks ago because it was blue and purple and they ran out of this one. So now we have the A cover of that one. I kept the other one because it's my, it's my colors. So blue and purple. This one's black and gray and red. So we're keeping it. We're keeping it. I said might as well. Just give me that one too. Give me that one too. Next one is from Marvel. This is Camp Frigeri and Blee. This is the Ultimates, issue number 5. So in the last issue, if I remember correctly, we kind of got introduced to Doom. I think that was the last issue. We got a little bit more info on the Reed Richards of this universe, who also goes by Doom, who the maker, aka Reed Richards from a different universe, basically tortured into becoming Doom. He tortured him like crazy until he finally broke and he just called himself Doom. So that's the backstory that we got last week. It's kind of like him talking to Tony Stark, who is Iron Lad. It's them talking to each other and him kind of getting to know Doom a little bit more, us getting to know Doom a little bit more. Is that Kate Bishop in the cover? I couldn't tell. It might be. We haven't actually met the Hawkeye of this universe. It might be a dude. It might not be a dude. I'm not sure. It might be a dude with long hair. I'm not quite sure. We haven't met the Hawkeye of this universe yet, but we will in this copy, it looks like. Hopefully. I mean, the covers always are blah, whatever. But that is the Ultimates, issue number 5. How is the Ultimate series going? I'm trying to think of the weakest one to me. The weakest one might be the Black Panther one. Its story is kind of... It's like, this is the opposite of this. So it's like there's now a vibranium kryptonite, basically. It's hard to tell on my phone. It's hard to tell in real life, Mando. It's hard to tell in real life, dude. It looked like a flat-chested individual, but you never know. But you never know. I like the old Ultimate Avengers cartoon movies. Which I remember... I think we talked about that. Was that based off the Ultimates? Oh, wow. Ultimate Avengers. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That's cool. There's 2 of them. Yep, I see it. That's cool. Ultimate Avengers, the movie. This is before... Yeah, this is before the acquisition. There it is. This is before the acquisition. That's pretty cool. Okay, IMDb. Was it? And this took place in the Ultimates line. Yep, there's Nick Fury. That's cool. It got released kind of side by side it. Black Widow. Giant Man. Yeah, they were... Well, yeah, they're before the MCU. This is 2006. So this is a couple years after Ang Lee's. Because Iron Man was 2008. So we were 2 years away. It was kind of like they're practicing their storycraft on here, huh? It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Next one is from Image. This is a mainstay with the pull list right here. This is from Image. This is issue number 36 of Gunslinger Spawn. Always a good time with Gunslinger Spawn. Always a good time. Last week we got a really big flashback to our main character, Gunslinger, in the past, and what he was like in the past. And he was pretty brutal. Pretty brutal. Pretty crazy stuff that he was getting into. Just a really cool character, dude. Really cool character, having a great time. But he then wakes up in the hospital. And where is he? We'll have to find out. So, Gunslinger Spawn, issue number 36, and that's McFarlane, Barberi, and Nunez. And Barberi, really doing a great job. I remember he took over for, he or she, I don't know, took over for art duties after the other person. And it's very, very well done. Very well done. Next one is a little bit of a... It's a special edition. It's in the all-in line from DC. This is Green Lantern Civil Corps special. So the reason I picked this one up was it is showing Sinestro with his Red Lantern powers, which is what he is right now. He is not Yellow Lantern, he is Red Lantern. He is one of the Red Lanterns. So I'm very curious to see if this is taking place after the last Green Lantern issue and after all of the events of All In. So again, I need to read these in a certain order, but we have all of the Green Lanterns fighting Sinestro, who is now furious, who is now with the Red Lanterns. So, Green Lantern Civic Corps special, and this is Adams, Johnson, La Roca, and Guerrero. So it's the same team as the normal Green Lantern line that we have. So, can't wait to get into that one. Green Lanterns, ho! Is that what they do? This next one, I used to watch the cartoon. My mom bought the cartoon on VHS from like Marshalls or Ross back in the day. And that was my introduction to the Toxic Avenger. But this is the Toxic Avenger. This is from Ahoy Comics. This is Matt Bors and Fred Harper. Issue number 1. And I was just figuring, it might be a little fun. Little Toxic Avenger throwback. If you guys like Trauma, that's where this comes from. It says extra comic stories and art by Matt Bors, Kirk Vanderbeek, and Frank Cumoso, plus a message from Trauma's own Uncle Lloyd Kaufman. So if you like Trauma, if you like Toxic Avenger, this is out. This is from Ahoy Comics. And yeah, issue number 1, so hop on if you want. Toxic Avenger. It's a mature title, by the way. Mature. There's an old Toxic Avenger card. Yeah, there is. Yep. It was on VHS when I got it. I liked when Sinestro was a Green Lantern. He was like the Anakin Skywalker of Green Lanterns, not afraid to break the rules. Right. And that's when he became... Well, they kind of retconned the Yellow Lanterns, right? With Parallax? Or was that just in the movie? I can't keep up. All I know is that they couldn't have Green Lantern's weakness be a yellow anymore. They had to change it up. Right? Couple more. Next one is from DC as well. It's pretty DC heavy week, to be honest. This is Batman Gotham by Gaslight, The Kryptonian Age, issue number 5. I'm having a good time with this one, guys. It's really cool to see our different characters in this universe. It looks like we're going to be introduced to the Clark Kent of this universe. And what's this Kryptonian actually like in this timeline. The last Green Lantern comics I read was Jeff Johns stuff. And that was, oof. That was before the New 52, right? Or was that with the New 52? Because then Jeff Johns did The Flash. So that was before New 52, I think. I could be wrong on that one. This is Andy Diggle, Leandro Fernandez, Matt Hollingsworth, and this is an Elseworlds comic. But again, having a great time with this one, guys. This one's cool. It's introducing more and more of the Justice League groups into here. So we have Wonder Woman coming in. We got, Superman coming in. We have the Green Lantern with his green ring. Kind of got that introduced here, so really good time with that one. I can't remember either. I have Blackest Night from him. Jeff Johns, Green Lanterns. Ho! Oh, so Green, right here, read New 52 run of Jeff Johns' Green Lantern. I loved it a while ago. I just reread it. Sinestro on the end. So maybe he did do New 52. So something starts at Rebirth and it runs to the end. But I'm not, so he did it through Rebirth too? Wow. And it looks like he did do Blackest Night. So that's the one that I read, was Blackest Night. I like that one. Blackest Night was freaking disgusting with all the zombies and death. It is pretty cool to see the color spectrum. You see in the Green Lantern book, Sorrow, and that's gray. It's pretty cool. It was a Green Lantern comic that led up to Blackest Night. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. I read that once when I bought it. That's when I used to buy trades from Comic-Con and read them. Now I just set them aside. I don't know if I'll ever read them. It's sad. Like, we're keeping up with the individual comics, but then like I want to read back into trades. I still need to do the freaking Swamp Thing, guys. I got 3 volumes of Swamp Thing to read. So good. Sinestro was a Green Lantern in those I read. Oh, okay. So that was before he broke bad, huh? Before he became the Yellow Lantern of Fear. So this next one is from that very dude that you just mentioned, Jeff Johns. This is with Ghost Machine. This is Jeff Johns, Paul Pelletier, Andrew Hennessy, and Brad Anderson, and Rob Lee. Big creative group on here, but Geiger, issue number 7. Having a great time with this one. The last issue, which I just read, issue number 6, I finally caught up with it. His dog, his pet dog, which has 2 heads, actually was injured in the fight with the Electric Man. And he wasn't eating or drinking or anything. He was very depressed, and the dog actually escapes them, runs away, like in a fit. The dog ends up finding a zoo. Now at the zoo, it is a bunch of mutated animals. So after the radioactive ground of America, they've all been mutated. So including one little zebra baby with 3 eyes. And then it has a gorilla that has 4 arms, and so on and so forth. There comes up a group of hunters who are actually killing these animals. So they end up killing the animals, and they say that they're killing them for the rarities and for their meat and pelts, things like that, or their skulls, which one of the hunters wants this zebra skull to hang up on the wall. So Geiger's dog ends up basically demolishing them, because all the animals at this point are only know to cower and hide. So the dog, who's been hanging out with Geiger, is like, nah, F this, we're gonna kill him. So he goes for him, and it kind of leads the other animals of the zoo to fight back. And after that, it kind of begins the folk tale of the zoo, because I think somebody gets away, but they say there's people driving by the zoo, and they say, hey, you can't go in there. If you go in, you're never coming out. Or if you go in there with ill intentions, the animals will know and you'll never get out. So that was pretty rad to see. And then of course the dog met it back up with Geiger, and we're pretty good. We're all good, but they did pick up the 3-eyed zebra. And it's because Nuclear Knight said he needs his steed. So what better steed than a zebra with 3 eyes? So pretty cool issue. You got to know the animal a little bit more. Got to know the dog a little bit more, but that's Geiger, issue number 7. We'll see. See what that's like. Sinestro with a Green Lantern, those were, or he became a Green Lantern the second time. Oh, yeah. They flip-flopped. Snip, snap, snip, snap. I read Dead versus the Black Panther comic series. It's hilarious. He walks into Wakanda and says, Timon and Pumbaa's catchphrase from The Lion King. Hakuna Matata, probably didn't spell it right. Okay. Oh, Deadpool versus Black Panther. Yeah. Jeez. Yeah, Deadpool versus the Black Panther would be a weird comic. Freaking T'Challa is so... I mean, he jokes, but I feel like he is so run-of-the-mill. And having Deadpool bounce off that would be really cool to see in the MCU. I'll be honest, that'd be really cool. Alright, next one, but not the least, not the last. This is from Boom. This is issue number 2 of Jeff Lemire's Minor Arcana. Pretty cool little story, man. Talks about a woman coming back to her hometown because her mother is ill. Her mother is the town psychic, and she kind of like blows it off, like whatever. But yeah, Jeff Lemire, the manager of the store who snuck the first issue into my pull list last time, was shocked that I was picking it up. I'm like, no, let's give it a shot. I dug the first one. So she comes back to her hometown where she has a bunch of, not trauma, but a bunch of stuff that she's not digging. So like her ex is hooked up with some other dude. She has, like, people know of her family and her, and how she ran away, and of her mom. But her mom's kind of like respected, you know? Her mom's kind of respected, and she comes into town. Her mom wants her to take over the business, and she's like, I'm not down for that. But what happens is she kind of gets ticked off in a way that she just ends up doing it, and then she has a vision. So this vision then kind of clues her in that there is actually something going on, and that she then does the tale, does the psych reading, the card reading. So we end on that, and we're going to pick up in issue 2 right after that. So Lemire and Remender cycle for my number 1 spot. They do. This might be the first thing from Lemire that I've read. I'd have to look. I know you guys, you mentioned the other comics that I need to find. And we're on the last comic. So this last comic, it was basically a fun pick. So I just wanted to see what they would do, and I still need to see the Netflix series, the Netflix anime. But this is The Terminator from Boom Comics. The Terminator. You will be terminated. It's in my program. I know nothing about this. I know nothing about it, so let's look at the thing together. The plans to kill Sarah Connor and her son, John, have failed, but the genocidal Skynet isn't out of options. There are still a few more avenues into the past that will allow it to destroy the human resistance that is poised to smash its processors into silicon shrapnel. It just needs to expand its theater of operations. Opening on a new front in the war, Terminators are dispatched across the globe throughout time and target current resistance fighters, their ancestors, and anyone else unlucky enough to be in the strike zones. And while none of these secondary assignments are as straightforward as the missions of the first T-800 and T-1000, time is literally on the machine's side. When all of history becomes a war zone, nowhere and no when is safe. Dun dun dun. So it comes from the same dude who was doing the Thundercats new book. So yeah, new cartoon. I think it finished. I think the anime finished. I could be wrong. But these are all new tales of Skynet and nigh unstoppable mechanical assassins, all supported by algorithmically perfect covers by Shalvey. I'm just reading the cover now. So this is a $4.99 title. I didn't really stay with the Thundercats book. It really wasn't my bag, but it's possible that I will be sticking with this one. It's kind of more my bag, you know. It's kind of more my bag. But that is The Terminator, and that's the pick of the week. And that's the pick of the week. Venom: The Last Dance is coming out in a few weeks. It is 25th. Oh man, 25th is a busy one. We got Call of Duty. So I'm thinking about doing a Horror Nights on the 24th, and then the 25th, that comes out. Call of Duty comes out. I'm curious if I want to stream it on Friday or Saturday, or if I could just wait till Sunday. I really do want to play and review the campaign. I want to review the campaign of that. I think that'd be fun. And then the week right after that, you guys, is Dragon Age. It falls right on Halloween. Did you see who is in the second Venom trailer? Who is? Is it Null? I spelled Venom wrong. You know I haven't watched any of these movies, right? Yeah, it's... Wait, no, that's wrong. That's not real. I hate these fake trailer companies, bro. Yeah, it is Null. The final trailer. Alright. Can we watch it or no? Does Sony get mad? Does Sony get mad? I hate when they do the pre-trailer trailers. The Xenomorph? The Xenomorph's in it. Confirmed. Confirmed. Who? Oh. Oh, shoot. We can't do this, guys. Dang it. He did? He should die. Oh, gotcha. I don't think we can watch this. It's saying it's detected. Oh, gosh. I hate this. I think there is another shot of him on the throne, maybe. Alright, so you know what we're going to do? We're going to put music back on. And then we're going to do playback speed super slow. And we're going to mute. Right there. A whole... It's the same shot. It's the same shot. Is it the song? Did you get busted? I did. We might have to cut it out. Oh, well. All right, here. So, who it? Did we get a good shot on who it is? And I can't believe that, what's his name transferred over to... Do you think that he has ties to his MCU character? No, Andy Serkis wasn't Carnage. It was, that was... Fudge. Who was that? That was, what's his name? Yeah. Woody, yes. Yeah. Woody Harrelson. You guys ever been to Vegas? It's never that dead. It is never that dead. There's no way in hell. Wait. Didn't he play something? Wasn't he Lizard? Oh, that was in a different thing, right? He was Lizard. Hold up. Is he playing Kurt Connors in this one? Rhys Ifans? That's him, right? Why does it say Martin? Am I tripping right now, dude? That's him, right? Yeah. What's he doing? So he's playing a different character. Why do we have different MCU characters in here? Do you think that means anything? Do you think that means anything? Weird. I've got a Venom figure that looks like a Xenomorph. Look up Toy Biz Venom Along Came a Spider. Oh, yeah, that's pretty close. Venom the Symbiote. That's pretty close. That's pretty cool. They're here. That's a pretty cool toy. Dude, I found at Ross today, I found a Mandalorian Black Series. I almost bought it, but it was $17. I'm like, what the fudge, dude? $17 for a Mando figure? And it was the OG armor of Mando too. It was the OG armor of Mando. So it was like the red before he got all decked out in silver. I cannot believe that. I can't really tell. I don't think I can tell from these shots. Right here. It looks like the same shot as before. Do you think that's Andy Serkis right here? Wonder if Lizard is showing up like Michael Keaton Vulture in Morbius. See, that's the confusing part because I think this Venom takes place in a different universe than that one, right? Because if you watch the end of No Way Home, he was in our MCU and then he zapped out, but they have a symbiote there. So, but then they show in a different trailer that symbiote being picked up, right? Like Caesar, you think this is CG? You think Null is CG? I'm not sure about Andy. I mean, it's better than someone's trying to guess that it's freaking Henry Cavill. I'm like, not every white-haired person is Henry Cavill, you guys. I hate these fake trailers. I cannot believe these fake trailers. Oh, it's Norman Reedus? Is that who they're saying it is? They wrote Norman Reedus on it. Let me show you guys the... Yeah, they showed Norman Reedus, KH Studio. What is this? Why do these channels exist, my dude? What are these channels? What's Spider-Man Noir with that? Look at all these views. It's utterly insane. GTA San Andreas first trailer with Will Smith. It's so funny. Do they cut just random stuff together into new trailers? How do you guys feel about this type of content? And how much views these get? 50,000 views. 349. At least their movies are? Wait, what? Null has long hair. Maybe it's Legolas Orlando Bloom. Why is it saying heads up again? YouTube needs to chill out. YouTube needs to chill out. Wolf of Wall Street 2. This stuff is so funny. The Mask, Return of Loki. How do you guys feel about these types of look at that, The Rock's playing God of War. This is all AI. Highlander. Utterly insane. Almost 214,000 views. Those fake trailers are so annoying. Oh my god. This is really my first time seeing something like this. Is this all AI? Yeah, but I mean, what's taking me seriously is all of this. Look how many people are subbed. And then these views. It's crazy. Oof. I don't know if anybody takes these seriously or they just watch it for the lulz. You know? Look at that. Watch Dogs trailer. Dude, that's such an easy movie. Thanks to IAI, it's gonna be slop forever. Not if we fight it. Look at Men in Black 5 and he's gray-haired. What is it? Creed 4, Lewis, they made Creed 4. It's already out. There's another one with The Rock as Kratos. God of War 2099. Oh man. I just can't believe that's pretty cool spawn. It's a pretty cool looking spawn. I just can't believe that these channels are existing, I guess. I can't believe they're existing. All right, so for the knick-knack of the week, you did it. I'm sure there is someone out there that thinks those trailers are real. Those are Facebook users. The people who think that those are real are Facebook users. I saw that trailer on Facebook. It's real. No, it's not, Mom. No, it's not. It's AI. It's all AI. We have a couple of knickknacks this week. First off, thanks again to LA Comic Con for the press badge. I feel so, proud to support this, and hopefully we can get some good videos out for you guys. Like I said, the next week or so. I got this really cool coin. I don't know if they were handing these out for free or not, but this is from Corbanth Sabers. Corbanth Sabers. Pretty cool coin, man. Full on metal. Like I said, I don't know if we were supposed to grab one, but she said we could. So, very cool. And there's so many different saber companies that were there. I think there was like 3 or 4 saber companies. There was Ultra Sabers, Corbanth Sabers, a couple of others too. I know Theory has his own saber company too. I'm very curious who is manufacturing all these different sabers. I really am. But very cool. It's got Arabesh on the other side. I'm not sure if it's cursing or anything on this side with the Arabesh. I guess I can take it out. Let me take it out of the bag. You got a press badge? That's cool. You're moving up in the world. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. I'm just trying to, celebrate the stuff that I've loved for a long time. It's kind of cool. This coin says 2023, though. I mean, what's cool about 2023 is it was the year this channel was created. So Corbant sabers. I actually have the typeface that they used for this. Come on, camera. There's the Orabesh, the lightsaber. Did I buy a lightsaber? No, I didn't. I don't know what my next lightsaber purchase would be. I already have... Did I ever show you, Mando? Did I ever show you Malgus's saber that I have? I think that was my knick-knack a long time ago. Let me show you Malgus. It's from Ultra Sabers, and it's called Malice. Just boys and our toys. So this is Malice. This is from Ultra Sabers. I didn't do anything special. It does not have a soundboard. It is literally a flashlight. But this is because I love Darth Malgus. He's my favorite Sith. Ever since I saw the cutscenes and the trailers, my friend got Yoda's tiny saber on clearance at Galaxy's. Oh, that would be sick to get. I have, this is my favorite. I have two sabers. I have this one. And you can take the hilt out. It's just a key. You can take that out. I have this one, and then I have Rey's lightsaber from episode 9. And the reason for that is, at the time... Of course, we didn't know COVID was going to happen, so I figured I was going to be going back to Star Wars Land a bunch of times. Do I have the original action figure? And he... Oh, you have the original action figure? Is that the Black Series figure? I just recently got the Black Series figure. Or is it an older one? But I thought that I was going to be getting... The only version of the Anakin of the Legacy Skywalker saber they had was the one that was reforged in episode 9. And I think I bought it before episode 9 came out. So I was like, oh man, they reforged it and put leather around it. It's gonna be cool. It was a 375 Black Series Darth Malgus. Did it recently come out? I think I have that one. This one? I love this guy. So sick. The only problem I have is the box. It doesn't show him. Oh, it's like 3 inches tall. Oh, gotcha. It's the old school. It's not the Black Series. Gotcha. Gotcha. But yeah, I actually have Rey's lightsaber from episode 9 in that box. I think I can grab it. Let me see. A lot of stuff around it. There's a lot of stuff around it, but it's the reforged Skywalker saber with like a piece of leather around it. The reason I got it is, like I said, I was planning on going back to Star Wars Land and getting a different one when I got more money. But COVID happened. And I never got a Disneyland pass again. It's been... Dude, it's almost been 6 years since I had a Disneyland pass. About 5. About 5 years old. About 5 years. So I have not gone back. And honestly, you know, these lightsaber makers, they're making some better sabers than even Disney is. Like the NeoPixels, the blades, the fonts, the colors. Like, I'd rather buy a saber from somebody else. I'd rather buy a saber from somebody else. They all come from the same place. But the designs are pretty unique in some other places. But so yeah, we got this. We got the Corbanth coin. And then finally, for another knickknack, we went today, just on a whim. I've been going to Goodwill a lot. Hasbro quit making those enclosed boxes you can't see inside because people were stealing figures out of them and putting rocks. What? So they stopped making boxes like this, or they started making boxes like this? Because this seems like I could just put rocks in here. I got this brand new from the store, so this wasn't like secondhand. But there better not be rocks in here. I mean, I'll never know unless I open it. This box sucks, dude. This was brand new, I swear. I remember seeing Darth Malgus at Comic-Con. Plastic-free packaging. I mean, that's what he looks like. Sorry. I think he has a... Yeah, pretty cool. This box sucks. I wish I could see into the box like my Revan and the other one. Shoot. Oh yeah, I was at Goodwill today. And I was just looking around. I kind of just go to Goodwill on a whim every Wednesday. See what they have. If there's any cheap clothes or, you know, cheap stuff. Anyways, I'm checking out, right? And I just have this 99-cent picture frame. Just for a picture. It's fun. And I see behind the counter, something catches my eye. And I go, what is that? And she goes, I don't know what it is. And I go, you don't know this movie? You need to see this movie. It's, in my opinion, terrible. It's a terrible movie, but it's very significant. And so she sells it to me. She sells it to me for $3. I thought it was a vinyl. She thought it was a vinyl. It's actually a laser disc. This is Escape from LA, the laser disc. This may be my new obsession, you guys. I may be a laser disc collector after this. I got this for $3, bro. $3. This is, it didn't even occur to me. I was all telling her, I'm like, yeah, it's a vinyl, you know, look at the vinyl. It says the tracks right here. But then it says chapters. I'm so stupid. So I got back to my car and I'm like, wait, why does it say widescreen, widescreen edition? So I have a 1996 Laserdisc of Escape from LA. Now, I don't know if you guys like this movie. I don't like the movie. But this is Dolby Digital Surround Sound and THX certified. But $3, dude. $3. Should I look inside? That's a good deal. Dude, I'm $3. I thought it was a record too. I'm like, dude, I love the soundtrack. I mean, if it's a John Carpenter soundtrack, I'll take it. How do you hold laser discs? Does anyone know? As a Metal Gear Solid fan, I love that movie. I need to see it. I need to see it again. I'm trying to get my my love to watch Escape from New York. It's a little bit different. Isn't this rad? How do you handle a laser disc, you guys? I have no idea either. And I'm like sticky. I'm gonna put the gloves on. I should make a stinger that says the gloves are going on. The gloves are going on. I repeat, the gloves are going on. The gloves of love. The love gloves. All right, here's one. Where's the other one? All right, here's the other one. Okay, let's see. Can I put this camera on? Let's see. All right. Razor Cam, wake up. Razor Cam, wake up. Do you have a device? No way, I don't. But it has got me curious to look at Laserdisc players on eBay. Ones that work, particularly. Ones that work. Hey, look, one love glove on. L for love. I have no idea what a Laserdisc looks like. I know it lost out to DVDs. I remember back in the day, it was probably second grade, 1998. We got a Laserdisc for a science class, and it was so cool because you could choose the adventure. You could choose your path. And honestly, looking back on it, it was so basic. Of like choose your own adventure, that type of thing. All right, Second Love Glove on. Here we go. Let's see what a Laserdisc looks like, y'all. Oh my god, it is just a big DVD. It's a big DVD. Holy crap. Holy crap. The Love Gloves are not protecting it. How are you supposed to handle this? Do we gotta watch a video? Oh my god. Look at this. Beautiful. That is beautiful. Good lord. Look at that, guys. Paramount. Wowee zowie. That is pristine condition too, guys. I'm not seeing any blemishes. If my PS2 games and Xbox games looked this pristine, they would have no problem playing. It's a giant DVD. It's a giant two-sided DVD, dude. It's a giant two-sided DVD. How stupid this is. No wonder it lost. It's so unwieldy. This is beautiful. Anyone saw The Format Wars? Is that a game? I mean, a game. A documentary? I would love to get into it. Am I supposed to put it into... Like, it just fits into that stuff, you guys. It's just like there's some stuff on either side. You know? That protects it. If anything, I want to play it. If anything, I want to get a Laserdisc player. Let's look it up real quick. Oh my god, Laserdisc player, Laserdisc players for sale. No way, guys. $2,800? Oh, it's an episode from regular show. Okay, here's some Laserdiscs. $139, our best offer. And then we got like $4,000. Oh my god. 300. So it's doable, guys. It's doable. It's doable. Do you have a Facebook page for this YouTube channel? I actually don't. I have Instagram, Twitter. I don't like Facebook personally. I have Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok. But I rarely post on TikTok. But anyways, oh yeah. That is the knickknack of the week. Look at that. Dude, I might be a Laserdisc collector now. It's like, oh, I'm a vinyl collector. Yeah. Oh, we should see how much this goes for, huh? Let's look up how much this goes for. Let me take the Love Gloves off. That was cool for $3. Absolutely. You know, I'm always on the lookout for some random collectible. And, dude, Brett's right. I didn't even think about that, Brett. The correlation between Metal Gear and that, it makes sense then to own. Makes total sense. Great connection. Okay, let's check this out. Escape from LA Laserdisc. Okay, it's not too expensive. It's not too expensive, guys. We're looking at 20 bucks, but still 20 bucks. Oh, that's still wrapped in plastic. $8, $7, still made out like a bandit. $9, $10, $15, $30 still sealed. Oh yeah, I remember Pliskin. Yeah, my name is Pliskin, Iroquois Pliskin, Lieutenant JG. The eye patch. Yep, the eye patch. That was cool for $3. I still came out like a bandit. Still $6 off, and just picked it up. Now I own a Laserdisc. Where am I gonna put it, you guys? Where's it gonna go? Did the Joker movie ruin the Joker portrait? I used to love the first movie. So it's right above, right up here. That's the Joker. Should I replace him with Laserdisc? Put that guy somewhere else. Put that guy somewhere else. Got the original Transformers issue number 3 with Megatron versus Black Suits. What? It honestly, I don't mind getting comics and collectibles that aren't worth a lot of money, because it means a lot to me. Like the way that Brett connected this to, you know, Metal Gear Solid. Oh, I can't even move the camera. Freaking Snake, dude. I love Solid Snake. I love Metal Gear Solid. So, like, if I can make that connection, it's worth something to me. It's worth more than $10, that's for sure. But yeah, this was fun, man. It's a little bit of crimpled, a little bit of splitting. A little bit of splitting on here. You can see that right there. Yeah, the cover art's cool. You just like the cover art. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like what you like, and if it's not worth anything, it's fine. You know, you get to have it, present it, hold on to it. Get it, you can get it graded too. That way it's in a box forever. And just make sure it's not in the sun, of course. Just make sure it's not in the sun. And then I did do a lot of reading, but we're running out of time, I think. So we did this much reading. So we did all this reading. It's not a lot. This was basically 1 week. So I am now 2 or 3 weeks behind. 2 weeks behind. So like I said, keep an eye out on Saturday morning. We may do a coffee and comics. I'll be posting maybe on Friday night. But yeah. We'll get these taped up, and then this is actually the other stack that we read and taped up last week. So we're doing pretty good reading wise. Doing pretty good. I want to catch up on Absolute Power, All In DC. That way we can talk about it next week. But I think that's it for the poll list, you guys. It's not, unless you guys want me to talk about these reviews. Nemesis. This book is freaking brutal and gory and kind of irreverent. That's what this book is. That's all that Mark Millar is. Geiger issue 6, we talked about it. Issue 8 of the Black Panther, Ultimate Black Panther. So Khonshu and Ra's forces go after and fight Wakanda's forces, and then the Black Panther T'Challa gets stabbed with this new weapon that is basically the anti-vibranium, and it's like green. It basically fights off. It basically fights off vibranium. Have you ever gotten a book you absolutely hated, like something you knew were going to drop after a few panels or pages? Let's see. Is there? Okay, so there's been 2 so far that I've had where I didn't want to continue, and I stuck with it. I still stuck with it. First one's The Deviant, and the reason I stuck with it is because it's a limited series, so I wouldn't be putting too much money in it. It's not like it's recurring to the end of time. I'm pretty sure it ends at 9. So we have, I think, 1 more month. I think next month is the finale. The second one is Hellblazer Dead in America, John Constantine. The way that it was written, some people dig it. I didn't. I think it's too preachy. I think it's too not ham-fisted. It's too heavy-handed. The messaging, the holier than thou thoughts of the political sphere of today. I think it was too much. It's too much for me sometimes. It actually does have some cool points when Swamp Thing enters the story, which was, I believe, issue 4 or 5. And I dug those books more because it dealt more with Swamp Things and that type of supernatural or the green. That's more the stuff that I'm interested in. When you're talking about current day politics stuff, and it's just so heavy-handed, and like I said, it's preaching that they are holier than thou and that there's no other side to anything. I can get your side all you want, but if you dehumanize the other side as well, you kind of lose the plot with me. So that was the only other book that I thought of dropping. Unfortunately, I've kept going. There's a Swamp Thing cartoon. You found it on YouTube. I'm gonna have to let my buddy know about that. I'm gonna have to let my buddy know. Is it not supposed to be on YouTube? Oh wow, it looks good. Swamp Thing cartoon. Yeah, it's on there, full episodes. Don't tell DC. That's cool. It looks just like 80s, huh? Is that 80s? Oh no, 1991. Wow. 1991. It came with, there was toys too. Kenner Swamp Thing commercials. Maybe that was before that. The theme song sounds like that old song, Wild Thing. You make my heart sing. Bow, 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 bow. Hey, Swamp Thing, you make everything murky. Because he's a Swamp Thing. Get it? Okay, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight on the poll list. It was an action-packed show. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and, you know, just keep celebrating the nerdy stuff that we all love. I gotta go watch Agatha. I have to record my review of Agatha. And yeah, we got a couple weeks left of that. How you guys digging The Penguin? I've been doing that weekly. I love that show, and I recently saw a bunch of people saying like, hey man, if you talk good about a movie or a show, you get less views, but I'm like, whatever. I want to celebrate great stuff when it is to be celebrated if I'm watching it. And I want to also poo-poo on things that I watch that I don't like. Have a great weekend and what's left of the week. You too, Mando. Stay safe out there. Hopefully you're nice and clear in the North Carolina. And hopefully the vacationers, hopefully you're kind to them and they're kind to you as well. So hopefully that happens. And hopefully everyone is safe in Florida. Like I said this morning, praying for everyone over there. It's pretty tough, man. Pretty tough. I can't imagine. We're gonna have an earthquake soon anyway, so we'll see what happens then. But yep, time to go watch Agatha. We'll see. This is the way, Mando. They hate you, Mando. Man, rip to him, huh? But thanks for hanging out. We will keep your eyes peeled on the channel. We will be doing some comics and coffee on Saturday. And I really do want to game with you guys on Sunday, dude. I got a bunch of awesome horror games from a couple of years ago that I really just want to dive into. So if you want to hang out on Sunday night, I'll probably be playing some of those. And 1K is right there. Yeah, I mean, we're very close to 1K, you guys. I hope you guys are, what's more important, it may sound douchey, as long as I'm entertaining you guys. I tried something new with the Salem's Lot video. I just had an idea while in the shower and I'm like, just give it a try, you know? So we may do more stuff like that in the future. It was fun to make. It was fun to experiment. I actually have 2 cuts of that because I had to retake the whole thing. I shot it without the microphone cable plugged in. So when I looked back on it in my editor, it was... So I had to reshoot the whole thing from both angles. It was insane. I almost had a fit. And I did all of that on... I think I did all of that on Sunday or Saturday in one day. So not bad. We shot that. We wrote the script. And then we edited it all in one day. It was cool. I want to do that for another movie that I watched recently in theaters, actually. It's actually, you can watch it, rent it on digital right now. I want to do another one. And this one is actually a good movie that I liked, that I saw in theaters a couple weeks ago. So I may do another one over the weekend. We'll see about that. I do want to review a bunch of horror stuff this month since it is horror month. I'm wearing the shirt. See the... It's Jason. It's Jason. So it's the perfect month, but as long as you guys are being, you know, having a good time with the videos, that's all I care about. So 'tis the season. Are you going to more conventions soon? We actually do have open registration for San Diego Comic-Con. Just got announced on October 26th. So I was thinking about like playing some Call of Duty, streaming some Call of Duty in the morning and then streaming that again, see if we get into that. I don't know of any other conventions. There was a retro gaming convention that I was looking at in Pasadena. I'm not sure if that's already gone through, but what I'm saving my money for this month is open registration for San Diego is nothing to balk at. That's going to be a pretty penny. But then also, I want to see if I can get press badges for them this year. That may save me some bucks. Hopefully, if we get to 1K, maybe we'll look more legitimate. I don't know how else to look legitimate, you guys. Come on, we're so legit. But we're also going to be doing a haunt soon. And that's going to be a lot of money because I don't want to wait in line, dude. Like, the Universal, I've been seeing 2.5-hour lines. I am almost 40. We're not going to be doing that. I will pay extra money to be in bed by midnight. You know? So I'm going to save some cashish for that. And I may hit up the retro convention. I want to go to Pasadena Convention Center too. I've heard it's a cool little convention center, pretty close to the size of Anaheim. So I'm going to keep an eye out for that. And I want to do a horror convention sometime too. I think that's fun. Don't have any conventions close to my town. The only place to find comics is antique stores and flea markets here or eBay. That's actually kind of rad, but that sucks, man. You can order current comics online. My buddy actually orders them, I think, from Midtown Comics in New York, and he has them shipped over to him. So he has a pull list standing with them. He goes in like a month in advance. He selects those books and gets it shipped out to him. I'm not sure if it's free shipping or something, but he lives in the middle of the desert over here, and the closest comic book store to him is an hour and a half. So he's on the same boat, and he does current comics that way. So I know there's a way you can do it if you're ever interested in current comics. Maybe they'll give you a discount depending on more comics that are on your pull list, that kind of thing. Some local stores are very kind with that kind of stuff. But yeah, we got the Haunt, we have San Diego Comic-Con, and then we're try to look out for that retro gaming convention. I do want to do retro gaming convention and a horror convention. I think those would be fun. We've had comic shops, but they always go out of business because I was their only customer. It is a very niche market. You have to like drop into the middle of almost like a metro, I guess. You know, there's actually a couple of great retro stores and toy stores that I do want to do some filming in too. I just want to like go in, record them, show off the merchandise per se, what they got. There was one, I think, in Fountain Valley, and then there's a toy store in Huntington Beach near me that I wanted to kind of show off. I met the owner when I got those toys, and she was really cool. I think what they do all day is they kind of just wait for people to come in. Otherwise, they just sit online and trade. Like they sell things online. And that's kind of how they make their business. Because I think rent for their location is pretty cheap. Pretty small store. But it's pretty packed. Definitely want to try to find a retro gaming store. But I know that they kind of bump up prices a lot. There's one in LA actually that I wanted to go to. For that. I need to get back into retro gaming. Maybe find the Friday the 13th NES game. That'd be kind of cool. Since I got the shirt. And do a review. But yeah, there's lots, man. This month's pretty packed. November, we'll have a nice downturn. And I do want to do some retro horror movie reviews, too, of some of my favorite horror movies. I think that'd be fun. Just like little short, maybe 6-minute things, like just to shout them out. Like, it's kind of obvious ones, too. And some ones that maybe you haven't heard of. A lot of stuff is probably on Shudder. I love Shudder. I haven't watched anything recently, though. It's kind of sad. We've been busy. Oh, lots of stuff to make, you guys. Lots of stuff. And it's fun. And it's fun hanging out with you. It's fun making the stuff. And it's fun talking to you. I still have to respond to the comments on the newest videos. So I'll be doing that probably tomorrow morning. I've always wanted to play the old RoboCop vs. Terminator video game. Is that SNES? That looks very from me. Yep, Super Nintendo. Called it. I wonder if I can get a version of it that I can play on my phone, if that makes sense. You can, Sega Genesis, $106 from Amazon. That's really cool. That'd be a great game. The SNES version looks cool. It literally is just them on the box. That's amazing. I love it. I love it so much. That looks beautiful. I love old art too. Sunset Riders is a fun cowboy game. I used to play that non-stop at my Round Table Pizza. Non-stop. I love Sunset Riders. Absolutely. That's a great one. Sega Master System had Terminator vs. RoboCop. It was produced by Virgin. Wow. Blast from the Past. Also the Mega Drive. That was made by Virgin too. I can't believe they were a publisher at one point, huh? So Terminators were the bad guys and you play as RoboCop. That's cool. Let's see. Just to go out on. I love retro stuff. This is the Genesis. Here we go. Look at that. That looks... I love 16-bit. I think you can't get any better art than 16-bit. Like playing with the guy as a shotgun. That's the green guy. Uh-huh. Yep, that's the green guy. I never picked the pink guy. I was either Billy, who was blue, or the shotgun guy that was green. I love 16-bit, dude. I think it's just so beautiful. The sprites. Look at that. Is that Genesis? That might be Genesis right here. It's way more crisp. The 32-bit. Beautiful. That's just amazing stuff. That's just amazing stuff right there. I love it. You're going to make me want to see if I can get a download of that. But anyways, I'm going to go watch Agatha, Mando, Brett, Lewis, and everyone else who checked out the stream. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed it. And like I said, keep your eyes peeled for new videos coming out this week. Like I said, tomorrow morning we're going to try to get Agatha out. And throughout the weekend, we'll have some other reviews and some other stuff we're talking about. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. And we will see you either on Saturday or Sunday. Keep your eyes peeled. Most likely on Saturday. I think we'll do a coffee chill stream. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Brett. See you, man. Bye. This is the way. This is the way. Indeed. I don't know. Boom. Thank you guys so much. We will see you. I'm gonna call right now. Saturday morning. We'll see you Saturday morning. Grab your coffee. Let's read some comics.
Right now, when you go back in time at Rock Donald's, you can bring home special Stone Age souvenirs. 4 uniquely chiseled bedrock mugs.
These will look great with my bone china.
It's Agatha all along.
Toy Run, a game-grabbing, toy-snagging rampage through a KB Toy Works store. Nickelodeon created it, and only Nickelodeon's got it.
Hey, do not insult this animal's autonomy. She can decide who her papa is. What's it gonna be, girl, huh? Original recipe or Van Milder here? Ah, that's funny. I can gently tap the fourth wall too. The proposal. What the fuck was that? Bitch, you think that's what I do? Both of you, shut up.
News alert. Someone is stealing Gotham City's power supply. Danger of citywide blackout.
When you want a Diet Coke,